All right, howdy everybody. I'm doing a late nighter. It's 9:32. I've been late on everything today. I've been late on dinner. Oh, I haven't had dinner this late. Well, it was after 7, so I'm like, oh, I don't do late dinners. So anyway, I figured I'd come in here and do a little work on the PEX, and kind of happy with this side. Now I know I'm going to get some comments about, well, you need to run a loop, and I'm not going to run a loop. I'm going to do an H. For those of you that think I should do a loop, go to Stud Pack's channel and look at their video when they did a loop versus the H, and you'll learn a little bit. So I'm doing an H, and I'm trying to keep everything to a minimum as far as distance travel, and I'm trying to keep, like, on my center of the H, I'm trying to do equal everything, equal. So that's what I'm trying to do. Right now what I'm going to do is I need to get a measure from and I won't be able to do this with one hand and film at the same time, so because I'm not that talented as far as my videography talents are concerned. But when I get up to here, I think this is going to be good. This has a big curve in it, so I can easily just kind of push that up a little bit and get that to seat. So I'm feeling pretty confident about it. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is eyeball my for my H going across for my T, and then I'll just go from there. Right, one little step at a time. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew with this PEX, especially what I'm doing here. So and yeah, nothing is crimped. Nothing will be crimped until I get everything kind of the way I want it, and then I will crimp it. So that's no big deal there. All right, so what I'm looking to do is get a mirror of here over here, okay, because I only have one supply feed, and that's this one right here. Can't do anything about that. So I mean, I know you're probably, and I realize that there's probably 10 different ways to run this. I could have ran this down to a T and teed it off here to my H. I could put an elbow there, and I could still do that. I could still change this T out to an elbow, and run this down, in here, elbow it, T it, and T here to the center of the H. And that might not be a bad idea. I could always do that, and I thought about doing that. Well, that's why I just talked about it. So, but no loop. Like I said, go to Stud Pack. Stud Pack did an unscientific video about, they were doing a shower with 2 faucets on either side of the shower, 2 shower faucets. Anyway, they kind of put that to rest. I mean, they did a big old loop, and then they did a smaller loop. And one good thing in my favor is I'm going downhill. I'm going with gravity, because they had their jets in a different spot. They had their jets above the supply, so water was actually having to be pushing up, but I don't have that here. Part of it is by design. I didn't want to have my jets up above, up there. I didn't need them, so I wanted gravity to work with me, along with the water pressure. But I'm gonna think about taking this piece out, elbowing here, right? Because I got room here, going in between here down to somewhere like right around here, elbow it out, T it, and then put a T in between my H. So that could be a good option. Because this way, instead of now I'm not looking for 100% water pressure, you know, like 5 psi here, 5, whatever the case may be. I'm not looking for that. Because they, you know, they timed it and they measured the amount of water in buckets. And anyway, if I get, if everything's close enough, I'll be happy as far as that goes. Now, if these three are overpowering, actually, this one will probably have the least because it's going back uphill. So these three will probably be real good, and this one will probably be the weak one because it's going back uphill. So let me think about extending this out to an elbow going this way, to a T. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a T. It would be elbow down to a T. So I'd be taking a T away, putting an elbow in, and putting the T here. That might be a way to go. All right, I'll leave you with that, okay? I was just doing something. The shower's all ready to go, almost. I just have to put some tile on there. Let's go. Let's go with some tile. I know. Smitty's over there saying, "Yep, I knew you didn't. I knew you weren't going to make it for New Year's putting tile on." Because that was a little bit of a goal, right? Remember I was saying I want to do tile before the first of the year. Well, it's the first of the year. Actually, it's the second of the year. First of the year was yesterday. Yeah, all right. Okay, let me think about this. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of liking it. Swap this out. Elbow, down to the T. This way, pressure's going down. The water pressure's going down to the middle of my H. And that might be a better flow. Okay, so let me think about it some more, and don't be surprised. All right. So stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot more to come.